How's it going, Martians? Welcome back to another report. In this one, we're going over the two articles that I didn't get to in my last one. So, as promised, we're going to jump into both of these, and hopefully this video will be closer to the 15-minute mark as opposed to over 20 like the last one. I don't think that I'll be on as much of a tangent on these ones, but at any rate, for a refresher, if you didn't watch my last video, the articles we're going to be going over are the first here from Tron Weekly titled Ripple's On-Demand Liquidity Getting Another User in Instagram as the Army continues to be bullish on Outlook, with the second article being a double feature titled Ripple spent a year to convince MoneyGram about XRP, so says Brad Garlinghouse, in addition to a little bit of news about Ripple's XRP now purchasable with Visa card, courtesy of Binance. So, real quick before we jump into the articles, as always, if you're new to my channel, please be sure to hit that subscribe and ring that bell so you can be notified of all my content regarding XRP and the Fourth Industrial Revolution. As well as, if you enjoy the video, don't forget to give me a like because it helps with the YouTube algorithms, gets my channel promoted, and shows more people in our ecosystem the content that I'm creating for you. So if you think it's good content, please hit that like, put a comment in the comment section below, and let me know if you think that I need to improve something, what's not good, what's good. I just recently shrunk my banners down so that hopefully everybody can see a little more of my screen. Unfortunately, there's going to be some parts that are obstructed no matter what, just because I have to have some kind of banner display there just so that for copyright purposes, so that other people aren't putting my content on their channel and so on, streaming or whatever, you know. Basically, it's just a watermark so that my content is my own on YouTube. At any rate, with all that out of the way, let's jump straight into this first article from Tron Weekly. It begins, partnerships between cryptocurrency organizations have been the norm of 2019, and users have seen to it that the ones that occur are always pushed to the forefront. Ripple, XRP's parent company, is one major example of a crypto organization taking control of the tie-up atmosphere, and it has reaped dividends again. NIUM, a RippleNet member which has a major reach in South Asia countries, has revealed that it has started using Ripple's popular on-demand liquidity, ODL. Payet Nanu, the co-founder and chief executive officer of NIUM, has stated, "Super excited to end the year with the announcement that we have got our FTSP license in Japan, and registrations will happen this week. It's been a 2-year process, and we are excited to launch in Japan by the end of Q1. Both NIUM and Instagram will be active brands in Japan." So Ripple's liquidity parameters have been the talk of the cryptocurrency town for quite some time now, and many proponents have pitched in their own comments about the feature. Despite garnering acclaim from many sectors of the digital assets industry, it has still received some criticism from members such as Nicholas Steger, the CEO of FlashFX. Steger was of the opinion that Ripple's ODL technology needs more time to gain acceptance among the general public. He further added that until the ODL feature becomes mainstream, Swift will reign supreme. There is a general consensus within the Ripple partnership community about the risk appetite in the ODL space. This included regulatory perspectives as well as sudden decisions made by overwatch bodies. Instagram adopted Ripple's technology come right after the Brad Garlinghouse-led company had invested in the Singapore-based fintech startup. Ripple received a boost at the close of the year as the company reached a valuation of $10 billion after a $200 million Series C funding round. Despite the latest update, members of the XRP community were on the fence about the latest development having a positive impact on the cryptocurrency's price. At press time, XRP was trading for 19 cents with a total market cap of $8.249 billion. The cryptocurrency held a 24-hour market value volume of 1.1 billion after a minuscule 0.01% price increase on the daily chart. The love affair between the XRP army and the cryptocurrency continued unperturbed after analysts pointed out that the third largest digital asset in the world had a growth potential more than any other coin. Crypto Wilson, a popular crypto Twitterati, said, "It's not a coincidence, it's been in the top 3 for several years. People want fast and safe transactions on blockchain, and this offers a lot that ETH and BTC can't." And so, yeah, obviously the speed and efficiency and the inability for this ecosystem to become centralized, and in fact the way that the XRP ledger works, as time goes on, it will continue to just become more decentralized as opposed to proof of work based models such as Bitcoin and Ethereum at present, continue to become further consolidated as far as the control of the network being, for Bitcoin in its case, primarily being held by just 3 companies. Over half of the network is controlled by just 3 entities. That is not the case in the case of XRP, and the network, as I just said, in both cases, XRP is becoming more decentralized as Bitcoin becomes more centralized. And so, while in theory, BTC should have remained decentralized around the model that was created by Satoshi, in practice, that is not the case. And in theory, for what XRP was prospected to remain centralized, that is not the case either. It's interesting how when things go into practice, a lot of theories just fall flat on their face. At any rate, don't want to spend too much more time on this, but it is exciting that we are getting a new partner, NIUM, on board in the first half, or the first quarter of 2020. Obviously, this is just one more sign of the good things to come in 2020. Our next article over on Newslogical, written by Khaled Lawal, I think it's Lawal. At any rate, Lawal starts, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse has said it took his team almost a year to get MoneyGram convinced about its digital cryptocurrency, XRP. I'm used to saying digital asset, digital cryptocurrency. Is there a non-digital cryptocurrency out there? Just curious. I don't know. At any rate, Brad Garlinghouse made the disclosure in the episode 17 of the Ripple Drop, a special holiday episode dedication to reflecting on the impact of blockchain technology and digital assets in the last decade. The episode also centers on looking at what lies ahead of the technology as we move into a new year and a new decade. Brad, when asked by Reinhard Kate? Is it Kate or Kat? I'm not sure. I've not heard his name said, but I think it's Kate. At any rate, Kate, about the surprising 2019 moment, said the way Facebook announced Libra's white paper. He said Facebook had the opportunity of doing it better, but muddled everything up, resulting in condemnation. This has been the stand of Garlinghouse since the white paper was first announced. He furthered that he was also surprised when Donald Trump, the US president, made some comments about cryptocurrency in 2019. Now, neither of these are actually in the Ripple Drop episode, unless there's a longer video than the one that we watched, but I think that the drop that I did in my last video, which if you haven't watched, go watch. I give in-depth coverage on that and break down the conversations being had in the Ripple Drop episode. But at any rate, this was not contained in it unless I just missed it. At any rate, about Brad's aha moment for blockchain digital assets, Brad said he and his team spent a year talking to the leadership team at MoneyGram and seeing the firm's transition from skeptical to becoming a significant crypto advocate over the course of a year was gratifying. He said the industry does not necessarily require 3,000 cryptocurrencies. Brad foresees that some projects will still die. And I don't think he sees some projects dying. As Brad has said multiple times, he sees the mass majority of projects. 99.9% in his own words, are going to die. And I agree. And if you don't agree with that, then, well, look at the internet. There were hundreds of thousands of websites and domains that were claimed in the dot-com bubble, and almost all of them have disappeared. So, MoneyGram is now among the many financial institutions making use of on-demand liquidity to perfect cross-border remittance globally. MoneyGram CEO Alex Holmes, after using XRP for cross-border payments, became one of the strong advocates of the digital token. Recently, he said MoneyGram has perfected 100 million worth of payments through the Ripple innovation. That's such a weird statement. What Alex actually said, because I've read the actual quote, is that to date they have moved, and this is from the CNN interview, he said that to date they have moved $100 million worth of money through XRP. Not through the Ripple innovation, through XRP. At any rate. Sorry, Khalid, but I just gotta point out that don't add flavor text if it doesn't even make sense, right? Like it should have been through XRP or through the XRP ledger or through, through the use of Ripple's technologies utilizing XRP, right? Because there is a very stark difference, as everybody knows, between Ripple and XRP, and when that line is blurred, the FUDsters like to come out and be like, so let's just keep it clear. At any rate, the next little section here that's actually pretty interesting is Ripple's XRP can now be purchased with Visa card, courtesy of Binance. So, respected cryptocurrency exchange Binance has announced that it now allows users to buy major cryptocurrencies like XRP with their Visa cards. The Malta-based exchange, in a declaration, noted that users can now bind their crypto assets with Visa cards, making it possible to purchase BTC, BNB, ETH, and XRP directly on Binance.com with debit cards. Binance also urged users of MasterCard to be patient, as it will soon be adding support for the payment provider. As well as the exchange added that the other cryptocurrencies will be getting support soonest. So Ripple has promoted that the year 2020 would be magnificent for the blockchain firm. As the year runs to the end, XRP is getting more support from a number of crypto firms. Bitrue recently added 27 pairs for XRP as a Christmas gift, making the XRP pairs on the platform to be equal to 54. So again, 2019 as a year, the year is rapidly coming to a close now, is seeing price not being where anybody would like to be as far as being able to seek profits from their investment, but it is giving us all a great opportunity to fill our bags, get those shallow bags filled up so that we can reset our patience meter when the market finally does rally in the coming months to, over the next year, which it will inevitably, because this asset class is brand new. And despite Brad's belief that, over 3,000, that the majority of crypto are going to die, I'm pretty confident that he does not believe XRP is going to die, as am I also confident that XRP is not going away in 2020. And so we're obviously going to get a strong rally at some point in the coming months. And that rally is going to bring any gain or any value that we've put in at these lows is going to be, we're going to be substantially rewarded for our foresight that markets, especially healthy markets with promise, do not continue in one direction perpetually. And that means the same for when the price goes up. When the price starts to go up, it will not go up infinitely. It will eventually stop going up and it will correct. Just like the price is not going to forever go down. It will eventually bounce back. And those who are buying these dips are going to be the greatest beneficiaries of practicing the contrarian belief of buying low, selling high. It's such a hard concept for most people to wrap their heads around. I don't understand. It really boggles my mind that most people just can't do that. They can't They don't have the discipline or the mindset or something to understand the importance of buying and being bullish when the price is down, when the price is red. That's how you make money in investing. If you're buying when everybody else is buying, guess what? You're just playing who's the last sucker. And if you wait too long after that, guess what? You're going to get crushed. And the same applies to people who are selling low. Those people who are selling right now, they're going to cry tears of blood in the next month or so when the price rallies back above 20, back near 25, maybe even to 29 cents, and they're not given the opportunity to re-enter in at what they sold out at because they're short-sighted. So don't be that person. And you know, set your own trade limits, your own trade variables, but don't sell yourself short, especially when you're investing in something that you understand the fundamentals behind, when you understand the value inherent in your investments, in its future potential. As always, none of this is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. But if you enjoyed my videos, once again, please don't forget to hit that like. And again, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe and ring that bell. I create crypto content almost every single day. As long as there's something to cover, I try to get a video out for you guys. So thank you all for tuning in. I hope you all have a fantastic morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are, whenever you're watching this. I hope you're having a great one, and I can't wait to see you all in my next video on Mars.